It's June 12th today, and I'm going to update you guys on my week 6 and week 7 of my 12 weeks of keto. Sorry it's a little later than I hoped it would be, but you know what? I think this is probably going to be a thing. The videos will probably be out every 2 weeks. At least that's what I'm hoping for, but the reason why I really can't stay on track more than anything right now is just the time frame that I chose wasn't good, and when I do get a free moment, I'm pretty busy with moving preparation. Okay, so before we look at the data, I just want to really briefly talk about the past 2 weeks. As I mentioned in the last video, it's Ramadan, so I am fasting every day now. I am so tired today. May 30th. Usually when it's Ramadan, like the third day is the hardest for me. And since I didn't fast on Saturday, then Sunday, Monday, today's Tuesday, it makes sense. Why it'd be the hardest for me. I just have no energy. I feel like I needed to eat more last night, but I also needed to sleep. So this will be interesting. I'm just tired. I'm not even hungry right now. I mean, I definitely want to eat, but I'm not like dying of hunger. I'm just really tired. So hopefully I can take a nap before it's time to break the fast. Maybe I'll just sleep on the train. It's a complete fast from sunrise to sunset. So no food, no water for a really long time, like almost 20 hours. I definitely stop eating by 10, and then I go to bed because I have to wake up at 5, and I don't wake up before sunrise to eat or drink because I need my sleep. So essentially from 10 p.m. to 7 p.m. the next day, so about 21-hour fast. Actually, I love it. I always enjoyed fasting. It's not that difficult for me at all. I do notice there's just a lower energy output. I'm not pushing myself to be energetic or put out extra energy. I don't think that's because I'm fasting, because on Saturday I actually went and played futsal for a good 3 or 4 hours, and I was running around. I had tons of energy. I could totally work out. I don't think the lack of energy is from fasting. I think it's just from the environment of work. And then also this past week I kind of got sick. Hey guys, it's Friday, June 2nd. It's June! What happened? It's June! Thank God it's Friday. Really, I'm ready for this week to be over. No energy at all this week. I don't think that's because I was so wiped out from the race. I think it's just because I am fine. It's like that first week of Ramadan and everything. Like, I feel fine fasting, trying to figure out how much to eat, and I'm like making myself eat more. A little. I don't know, something doesn't feel right. And today I woke up feeling okay, but then on the train, like 20 minutes ago or so, I started feeling like nauseous. My throat mostly hurts, which is great because I have 4 classes today. My throat kind of hurts and I kind of feel a little sick, but I don't know what's going on. Good morning again. You can probably hear my voice is a little weird. It feels weird. My throat. Still bleh. I'm not gonna get sick. I don't plan to get sick. I don't have time to get sick. I do feel under the weather in the mornings now. I don't know why. I want to believe it is the weather. Rainy season has so-called started. So, umbrella. Didn't want to wake up, but it's also a rainy day and I never want to wake up on rainy days. Today I have my evaluation lesson, 5th period after lunch with the rowdiest class. Oh my god. And I forgot my watch. So yeah, that was really weird. Like I would be fine when I woke up, but then by the time I got to the train station, I started to feel nauseous, and I never really got a huge headache, just a little bit, like my head was fuzzy, and then I'm sorry, that was bad. But I got this cough now, okay? The weather's changing, so in the mornings it's cool, and in the afternoon it's hot, and my body doesn't know what it's doing, and it's probably, a little weaker because of the fasting, maybe. I'm not sure. Or, it's just I haven't got sick in a while, so I'm kind of on the borderline of getting sick. Some people say it's like toxic air coming from China, which I don't know. I mean, I want to say I don't care, but I do care. I kind of want to. I want to get better, but it's just a cough. It's just a cough now. I also had TMI. I also had runny stool for several days in a row, but it wasn't throughout the day. It was only after, like, maybe an hour after I finished eating, and then it was like, oh, go to the bathroom. And I also did some research on that, and some people say they do experience that after fasting. I actually don't recall if it ever happened to me before, so I can't say yes or no whether that has to do with fasting or something I'm eating. Maybe I'm not processing nutrients properly. We're gonna see how that goes, but that was also a thing. And then the last I guess physical phenomenon I need to note is that I still have not got my period. Not even a spot or anything, and you can see these two like little bumps on my face. They're kind of like, they were pimples and now they're healing, but I only get them before my period. So I was like, oh, maybe it's, here we are again, maybe it's gonna come, but we'll see. Anyway, so let me jump to the data for the past 2 weeks. I think it's interesting, at least it's finally data that I'm like happy to show you guys. So let's look at the data. Okay, so let me just really quick recap you guys with the graph of my progress before Ramadan really started. I started my weight just under 172 pounds. Then it was a little ups and downs, and then a big up, and then we're finally going back down. So overall, you can see there is a linear progression downward that I am losing weight. Week 6, it started out, I had a little drop back down to my previous low weight, and then my weight started going up again. I wasn't sure my body was holding water or if that was a reaction to hormones, but it did go up at the end of week 6. However, the body fat at the same time seemed to be going down. Again, on my scale, it gives me a percentage with each weight that I weigh, so I am not sure how accurate this body fat percent thing is anyway, but it looks good. It looks like it's going down, which I think is definitely a benefit, which came from the fasting. And I actually really do love the fasting. I think I would love to continue it after Ramadan is over. So week 7, at the end of week 6, I had gone up to 172, and then week 7, I dropped really low, or not really, really low, but to 166, and then it's slowly going back up again. So you can see there's a pattern of increasing weight and then an increasing weight and a drop. So it's good that we're starting to be able to see these patterns. The body fat also did go up again, and then it also dropped back down, and it's doing little like waves as well. So it's very interesting how the percentage is like changing every day, and that could be the holding water in the fat cells. Maybe I had more sodium that day. I know one of those days I had a lot more sodium because I freaking spilled the salt all over my food, and I tried to wash it off, but it didn't work. But anyway, could be sodium in water and everything. So this next set of graphs, I actually am doing this only for Ramadan. I am recording my morning weights, so when I wake up at 5:30 a.m. to go to work, I weigh in, and then I also weigh myself before I break my fast in the evening. So we can see the results here. at just a single look, like you're not seeing much of a difference, but you have to notice that the scale for both graphs, the top and the bottom graphs, are different. And I'm sorry if it's a little small on your screen, but there is about a 2 to 3 pound difference between the top and the bottom graph. For example, my lowest, you can see that light greenish, that really light aqua color was 166 morning weight, and then fasted weight was down to 164. So it was like I lost 2 pounds that day. On average, when I came home and weighed myself before I fasted, the scale would drop a kilo from the morning. I didn't go to the bathroom that much. Maybe once or twice I would go to the bathroom, but that just goes to show, like, you're constantly, burning stuff in your body. You're producing heat, you're producing carbon dioxide, and you're going to the bathroom, so you will lose at least weight in some shape or form throughout the day. The fasted weigh-in results in regards to body fat, which is on the right hand side, they're like up and like crazy. Like, it's not really a nice little mountain or anything, but that is also 2 pounds lighter than the graph above it. So we're seeing really good results. 2 more graphs to finish this up. The week 6 and 7 together progress, where you can see the weight did go up a little, and then we had a dip, and it's going back up again, but there's actually another dip this morning. Then the body fat isn't as pretty of a graph, it's not as steady, but overall it is a linear decline. And then this last graph, of course, I have to show you my total progress over the past 7 weeks since starting this 12 weeks of keto, and spread out, it's not like a huge impressive thing. I know a lot of people drop a lot of weight or whatever, but I'm just a slow loser and I'm fine with that. Most important thing is that I can see it is decreasing, and I think I probably say that every time, but it's true. You can see it's decreasing and it's going steadily, so I'm doing something right, and I just got to remember that. There you have it. There's the data for the past 2 weeks of Ramadan, where I've been doing very long intervals of intermittent fasting and doing, of course, the low-carb keto. So we're getting very interesting results, very fun results for someone who's felt like they've been at a plateau for a while. I think this has really helped me break that wall. And I do enjoy fasting. I think I will continue it in some way after Ramadan is over. There are 2 more weeks of Ramadan, so I will definitely be fasting for 2 more weeks, and I will record everything. However, I noticed in the first 2 weeks when I was recording like my FitnessPal, calories, macros, and everything, I would only be able to even consume like max 1,400 calories, and that was me forcing in food the first few days because I was like, I need energy for tomorrow. But after a while, it was just like, you know what? If I'm not hungry, I'm not gonna eat extra. I'm still tracking everything, but I didn't copy the amounts that I tracked from MyFitnessPal into my data file, my Word file. And then I went and I changed my FitnessPal layout. Like, I had it in 3 quote-unquote meals, fats, protein, carbs, but then I'm only eating 1 meal a day, and it just got annoying to like not tick things on the box because I was in a different category. So I just made it all one giant group, and I called it food. But when I did that, it eliminated all the previous entries. There was 3 meals, so I made it into 1 meal. It kept everything in that first meal, and then anything I put in the second and third meals from the past, like the past 2 weeks, it just totally deleted. So I only know in my memory from tracking food, and I do have it written down, but it's just too much work to put it back in, that I was between 1,000 and 1,400 calories. Fats were very low. Carbs were about 20 most days. A few days I did go out to eat, so they were higher. Protein, like I was on point or a little over. It was good, and I don't I'm sorry I don't have that data, but that's the reality. Anyway, that's all for today's video. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. I know I'm excited. There's only 5 more weeks of this 12 weeks of keto series because it'll be my birthday. So that'll be fun. And we'll see what happens after that. But of course, I'll let you guys know. I'll try to keep you updated as regularly as I can. But until next time, see ya. I see a turtle. I see a turtle. Go, turtle. Where are you going? There's a wall. Where are you going? No, no, no. Turtle, buddy. There's a wall there. Where are you going? Oh, he's going inside. Okay. Okay, I'll let you go. Bye. No turtle left behind. After I took that clip, an old lady came up to me on the street. And she was like, oh, I want to take the turtle to the water because the last turtle got hit by a car. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So, because I didn't know where there was water. I didn't know there was a little bridge. Like, I forgot there's a bridge. But I picked up the turtle, and we took him to the bridge and popped him in the water. So, I don't know if you saw that, but there's paint on my pants now from the bridge. So I did a good deed. I saved the turtle. That made my day.